Sabotage, this is Jeff.
This is David.
And it's time for... Monster Watch time! Woo!
So
this is new. This is New Game Plus. We're gonna look at the highlights. We're gonna go kill all the bosses again.
Okay.
This is Karkanos. He is like he always is.
Boring. Got it.
Yep. The bosses that have invincibility phases are the ones that are boring. So a lot of them
are boring.
Yeah, a lot of them are boring. So we're using a we've got our guillotine side, so we got super high damage.
Right.
But we're actually set up armor-wise. We're not using abyssal armor. We have full-on experience boosting gear.
Oh.
It's so much worse if you censor it. It's like, what's going on underneath there? Oh God.
What is the mosaic hide?
It's like, well, I mean, you could just watch the original video, but
right.
It's just funnier this way.
Wait, this is a boss rush?
Yes. Well, I threw this in here because you can put some combat in there too.
Oh, okay.
So it is not literally only the bosses. There's a few of these more interesting encounters. The awesome destructive power of the overpowered death.
So why did you go experience boosting?
Experience boosting because our goal here in New Game Plus is not to beat it, only to get to max level.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking to get to level 30. I think we're at level 22 or 23 when we started.
Okay.
And level 30 is max level, so you get an achievement for it, which we're looking for those too.
Right.
It also means that we'll be able to forge our ultimate weapons because we want level 30 possessed weapons.
Right.
Furthermore, our abyssal armor will be its strongest at level 30 since it levels up with us.
Oh, okay.
This is all so that we can breeze through the Crucible, which is the last side quest we have to do, which is the 100 level fight dungeon.
Oh, right. It's the Devil's Tower, or Bloody Arena, or whatever.
Yeah, the Bloody Palace, exactly.
Bloody Palace, there it is. It's that part of the game I never played, yes.
I guess Devil's Tower would be Tartarus?
Sure. Well, that is something I played.
That is a Devil's Tower.
That would be a game I played to completion twice.
Or Tim and Negru. It's another Devil Tower. Hey, we leveled up on that one.
Oh, Tim and Negru?
Yep. Some Don't Make Cry.
I just realized, man, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Maybe if I turned the video down.
You could turn it down just a wee little bit there.
Whoops. Oh, hey, look, it's Karn.
Yeah, we're making good progress. Hey, he lives.
Yep.
It's the most surprising part.
Yeah.
I need more wrath. Oh no. I just need to tap you so I can get my
There it is. I just like how it's I need more wrath. Whiff.
I just come back. Come on, just okay.
Move closer. Come on closer.
Huzzah. On the Guardian fight.
Oh, Shadows of the Colossus.
Yep. Remember all these, this is all the good stuff from the Forged Lands highlight video.
This is the good times.
Or maybe just a filler recap episode, depending on how you want to look at it.
Right.
Whatever. Whatever. I have not 4 hours of video, but I was just grabbing it was about a 4.5-5 hour run through New Game Plus.
Jeez.
So it took a while to get back to it, and that's just with rampant cheating. I mean, just anytime I could skip to the end of a dungeon by just using infinite jumps, I would just do that. So, but I mean, I still want to beat the primary quests because they're the ones that give you the most.
Here in the arena halls.
Yes, thank you,
Should
Chancellor.
anything happen to you, I'm not sure if I could live with myself.
They're the ones that give you the most experience
Right.
by far. So, also, this is not a boss rush of all of the bosses. I don't do the optional bosses for Thane,
Right.
because I actually ended up getting level 30 without having to do that. So,
Right. Well, if you can avoid it, you can avoid it.
and technically speaking, I got to level 30 before fighting Samael.
Oh.
So, like, on the boss right before him. But Samael's in here too because of reasons.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Old Nashor and his confused health bar.
Yes. I'd like to point out I just made a double confirmation statement, or however you say it, where it's like, well, if it's something you can do it.
I think that's a tautology.
Tautology, yes.
A statement that is true in and of itself. Like, A is A.
You're right. I never thought of it that way.
Well, that's just what this definition. I guess tautology is a self-proving statement. Maybe that's one of those two. Anyways, those are fun.
Okay. So that would be like a logical fallacy, or
No. It's actually the opposite of a logical fallacy, because something that is logically valid, I think can be boiled down to tautology. There's a weird word trick in formal logic that ends up breaking it down into that. I forget the specifics.
Well, if anybody I know would know those things, it would be you.
Or Wikipedia.
Well, kind of 6 in one, half dozen in the other at this point.
Yeah, like a tautology. I like this Echidna fight because it's embarrassing for Basileus. Actually, it's embarrassing for Echidna too.
I still love Echidna's design.
All right, phase 2. Phase 2 is like the longest phase. I guess this one's longer just because he kind of got out of my line of vision there.
Right.
Phase 3 with Echidna anyways. I guess maybe phase 4. Zap. Echidna didn't make it.
No, she didn't. Death Smash.
Yep, just Death Smash remains amusing. Here we go, Wailing Host. We're already, it's only 8 minutes in, 8.5, 9 minutes in, we're already at the end of Land of the Dead.
We are
Hooray.
like 8 months of our life into this so far.
So I think it's like a year, more than a year.
We've been at this more than a year. I'm just saying this was 8 months into the process.
Okay, yeah.
We spend a long time on the games you decide to LP, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
Bear in mind, the one I'm doing is a Nintendo game. We've got like 3 episodes left.
Yeah, 3 episodes down, 3 episodes left. This guy's annoying. I discovered in this fight recording that you teleport slash him, it'll just appear on the other side of him. I don't know if that's useful or not.
But there it is.
It's information.
Yep.
Music's still good.
Yeah, and he's a good design if a bad boss.
It's a little unwieldy.
Yeah.
That's as high as I can get for jumping and whatnot.
What'd you call him, like a Cthulhu golem?
Yeah, he's definitely Cthulhu-esque. His little tentacle mouth.
Yeah. But that's just that's apparently a go-to these days.
Oh, you know, Lovecraft is... It's like a Tolkien as far as inspiration goes.
That's true. Well, there's Lovecraft. There's then D&D ran with it for like the Mind Flayers, and then Final Fantasy stole it because Final Fantasy was D&D, the Japanese game.
Japanese D&D, yeah, naturally. Slice. Oh, Wailing Host is dead.
Great. But still, that's a good kill.
That's still good. Hey, it's the NOS. You can actually fight these on foot. You don't have to use. You don't have to use the guns.
That said 18,000, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
That's pretty amazing.
This is not even his final form.
Do you get more experience for not using the guns?
No.
Okay.
I just didn't use the guns last time, so I'll not use them this time. It's more of a mini boss, but it has a health bar, so yeah.
Okay. I gotta say, I can't. Okay, there we go. Now I kind of see what they look like, but
they're very
like,
gangly.
just looking at them from this angle, not being able to see the top, it's kind of frightening.
Already at the scribe.
Hey, it's Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai. This boss also is boring.
Shocker.
You can't, because it's just waiting for the cycles.
Yeah, I guess I understand why people do that in their bosses, but still.
Yeah, you can speed it up a little bit just because that damage.
Yes.
But he just does his stomp thing, and I guess the only way to avoid it is to go up to the second floor of the.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, I don't want to do that. I'll just jump, but nah, it doesn't count.
No, they want you to use the teleporty thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't really do any damage, so I don't even bother.
Right.
His silly little ads don't even care. They'll just die incidentally. That one's still, his model's still there.
It's kind of frozen.
It didn't get the note. Okay, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Hooray. Alright, just one laser beam away.
Yeah.
Fortunately, didn't get the first laser beam there, so to go through another cycle. Boo. Boo.
I think you might be mad.
Boo.
Maybe a little nonplussed. That does look like it should hurt significantly more than it does.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't at all. Alright, he killed himself.
Yay. Archon.
Good old Archon fight. Another boss with plenty of invincibility time.
Yeah.
Yep, now he's invincible.
Yeah. He's got his nice little circle of protection. Yeah.
All those zeros popping off of him.
Power of Christ compels you, except they couldn't say that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they could have. They just didn't.
Yeah, they didn't go that route.
They went not quite Nintendo of America in the Nintendo era. Not quite. Close.
I think he's back to being invincible. Yeah, there he is.
There he
invincible
is.
again.
Yeah.
Gone. Just die.
Just die. I'm shooting you in the face. Just die. Oh, hey.
Now he's over there.
Did he do that in the original fight? I don't even...
Yeah.
Okay. It's always comedic watching your mana bar just... Oh, hi, Samael.
And then Samael. That one boss that's in the demon realm.
Right. The good one. In quotes.
In quotes. Samael is also boring.
Right.
He is only, you can only hit him for like 1 second, and with the amount of damage you do, his phases are only like that. That's it. Now he's invincible again.
Wow.
And then shoot more fire, and then hit him once again, etc., etc.
Okay, so why did you leave this fight in?
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
Tunk, tunk.
And
Dramatic slow motion. Its phase is over. I did not. I didn't do the quick time event on that one.
Yeah, I noticed.
It was not an X button. It was a B button.
Slightly mistimed laughter.
Kind of, sort of. Now we wait again.
Yay. Now it's the Virgil fight.
In that game that we're contractually obligated to mention in every update.
Yep. Every video. DMC, it's...
Now we wait again. He
Yeah.
has to use this attack.
I don't enjoy bosses with attack patterns like this, like, at all. Is this something other people do enjoy and that's why they do it, or is it just lazy?
It's just so that you see the things they design. It's like one of those kinds of things.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like, at least that's my thinking. It's like, we did this, and we get the Mace of the Everflame. If you can't read that, then don't worry, because whatever.
Okay.
This is the only other special New Game Plus, not legendary, but secondary weapon we'll get. And you just get it from beating Samael. So,
Okay.
So yay.
Great. It's a weapon you'll never use. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of neat.
Yeah. A lot of the bonus weapons look kind of neat. They're just...
It looks very metal.
Yes. Exceptionally brutal, as it were.
Yeah. It has a high critical chance, so it's nothing we haven't seen before.
Okay.
I think it's only level 27. But we are at level 30 now. We'll see the roll.
Boop. And that's what Epic is?
Mm-hmm.
Death reaches level 30.
Got to level 30.
Great.
Now, we have a few other things to do now that we're maxed out. For one, we did not get the gnome achievement the first time through, which is a glitch, and it's annoying.
Okay.
So you're supposed to get the achievement for collecting the gnomes after you collect the scythes from the Serpent Tome. So I just went back, collected the 4. It's just, there's not that many. It's
when you know how to get there and you know where they are.
Yeah. This is just the 4, and then this was supposed to happen the first time. You go into the Serpent Tome. This is also where you pick up the cards for the Crucible. I think it's the Devil card. It's the one we got there. That opens up the last 25 floors, and then finally got the Nomad achievement. Okay. So that's a little annoying if it doesn't pop the first time, but if you're also going for level 30, you at least have another chance to get it. So now we have two copies of the Nomad sides, which we'll never use.
Great.
All right. Now let us forge the ultimate weapons.
Okay. All right, because you weren't collecting the pages, you have to.
Yeah. we'll just go in the top door. It's totally just emergency entrance.
Going through the sunroof.
Yeah, maintenance roof.
There you go.
Roof access. It's
seeing the sun change directions partway through what you're doing.
Whatever. Seasons change.
Seasons change as you watch.
One of the greatest 4.5-minute intros to any song. Change of Seasons.
You're right.
It's so good.
It is.
So this is what we're doing: going into the roof and farming.
Yay!
I'm looking for level 30 possessed scythes and a level 30 possessed hammer.
Okay.
Now this is a possessed mace, level 30, which I just thought was kind of badass looking. So we'll keep that one.
That is maybe big as crap. It looks like it's the same as the
yeah, it looks
Samael.
like exactly. It looks like the Everflame mace. So
great.
So this is just the choicest bits. This level 30 scythe here has high damage, and it already has ice damage on it, which is one of the things I wanted to apply to it. So this is actually bonus. So we don't even have to give the ice to it. So I've got 3 different level 30 scythes here, but we'll be using the ice damage ones. It has the highest base damage. We'll start infusing it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put both of the possessed weapons into it. So I'm looking to put health and wrath steel on these scythes. So it has health steel, wrath steel, and also ice damage. And then for the 4th effect, I'm going to go ahead and put execution bonus on it, just because that's fun, especially going through the Crucible. We'll have a high execution rate, and you can see more of those more frequently.
Alrighty.
So the reason I put both health and wrath steel on the scythes is so that every single scythe hit will do a full restore on health and wrath. So a little bit off screen here, but we picked up the possessed hammer. I was also looking for a good looking possessed hammer, because that icy one we've been using for a while it's getting a little old.
Yeah.
So for the hammer, since we're not going to be using the hammer as much, we'll still use it in combos, but we don't have to rely on it. I'm putting passive bonuses onto it mainly. So strength and arcane bonuses. So those get up to like 70, 80 or so. I think maybe just like 76 at the end. So it gives us 76 strength and arcane, which will just boost damage more. And then I also put critical chance, critical damage on it, because why not? Those are fun. Those are fun. We want to make sure that it keeps up with the damage. Although our scythes are so overpowered that the scythe DPS is higher than the
hammer.
The level 30, level 5 possessed hammer, even infused with all that stuff. So now we have to give it some names. I thought that for our scythes here that Brotherhood would be appropriate. And since our hammer is giving us passive bonuses and we're not going to be using it quite as often, quite naturally, I shall dub the...
Wait for it. Pacifist.
The pacifist. Because it's a passive.
I get it. I get it.
It's a really funny joke. Okay.
I'm laughing really at funny. You, not with it's you. Really at funny. You.
One of the other things that I farmed also, which was not on screen, was a broken purple pendant. Which I got from just doing a reload in front of Muria, and it can be done on any of the vendors that sell you things. So the pendant is also giving, I'll have to double check, but it's giving critical chance, I think arcane critical chance, maybe execution and critical damage percent. Because purple pendants give you 4 bonuses. So we have our crit rates, which are over 90%. So we've got about a 90% crit rate on our scythes, which will basically guarantee that every hit is a full restore of health and mana. And we're looking at something like 120% crit on the pacifist. So that one will always be critting. And also something like 60 or 70% crit rate on magic attacks, which will be spewing out of death throughout the arena fights.
Wow.
It'll be constantly spewing crows and whatnot. Also getting to level 30, we've maxed out pretty much all the spells we need to have maxed out, which is the crows, which will constantly be spamming, throwing around the arena, freezing things. They also drain health, but that's sort of a minor bonus.
It's kind of at this point.
Yeah, maxed out Reaper. Harvest. Maxed out Harvest, which is, just the, spinning AoE attack.
Right. The vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, the vacuum cleaner.
Death Roomba. That's what it was.
No. That's not the Death Roomba. The Harvest is just the AoE spin attack. That's just once. Okay. Yeah, it just does it once. Much more useful.
Not the Death Roomba. Got it.
Death Roomba is not great. But the other ultimate one will also be spewing around because it's, I forget which one it's called. but like the Soul Vortex or something. Man, that was the Roomba one. Well, anyways, the one that shoots out a bunch of souls that depends on the amount of wrath you have. So it does more damage if you have more wrath, and we'll pretty much always have maximum wrath. So it'll just be a bunch of homing missiles. The Crucible will be a spectacular edited VFX demo of all of the particle effects in the game. Eventually getting to what I consider the true last boss of the game. So
okay.
And we'll also get an achievement for the end of that as well.
Joy.
That, and also the last DLC, which is also the first DLC. But we'll do that one next, I think. Just so we have something, we'll try and use our overpowered stuff on that, just so we have a few chances to use it. Because, I mean, you have to, that's the problem with an ultimate weapon, is you have to get it a little bit before the end, otherwise it's pointless.
Right.
Something that many JRPGs don't understand. Like 100% completion of all the game, beat all the super bosses, like do all the crafting, and you get this weapon that does obscene amounts of damage. Great, I don't care anymore.
It's like
there's nothing left to kill.
I have put in 230 hours into your game. I will not be doing that again.
Like JRPG Alexander on the coast, staring off into the distance. All of the enemies have been slain, and I have this new weapon, and there's no one left to kill. Single tear.
Took me a second to realize you were talking about the actual historical figure and not the giant robot summon from Final Fantasy.
I understand how there's in context it's a little ambiguous. I understand, but I'm talking about the person, not the
Alexander the Great. Right, got it.
Not the laser shooting robot. He's also pretty great,
but I don't think he can cry.